A lot of men believe that women use sex as leverage, right? Like we're just sitting around plotting, how can I punish him today? Oh, I know, no sex. But what they don't see is that for most women, sex is not actually separate from how we feel in the relationship. Like if we're feeling emotionally disconnected, if we're overwhelmed, if we're unappreciated, we're not exactly in the mood to rip our clothes off. It's not some calculated move to control him. It's just literally how desire works. Women don't sit around thinking, he didn't take out the trash, so no sex. What's actually happening is more like I feel unseen. And when I feel unseen, I don't feel close. And when I don't feel close, I can't access my desire. There's no master plan. It's just a natural response. But sure, blame the lack of sex on the fact that she's strategically withholding and not, that she's emotionally checked out because she's basically a live-in housekeeper with benefits. But ironically, the same men who claim that women use sex as a bargaining chip, those are exactly the same ones that treat it as a transaction themselves, right? I did the dishes, so I deserve sex tonight. I took her out to dinner, so she should be in the mood. I've been good all week. Where's my reward? Because nothing screams passion and romance like treating intimacy like a friggin' Costco coupon redemption. Whether these guys realize it or not, this mindset is exactly what turns sex into this really weird business deal. Something that women give and men receive, right? If sex is framed that way, it makes so much sense to me that a woman would feel like, I don't feel emotionally connected and I don't feel like engaging. Makes sense. And men see that as manipulation, but it's not manipulation. It is a reaction to the framework that they have set. So if you make intimacy feel like a chore, don't be shocked when she's not enthusiastically signing herself up for overtime. The truth is, sex isn't a prize to be won, and it's also not an obligation to be met. It is an extension of emotional connection. And when that connection is broken, sex is hard to access, right? When a woman seems distant, the question isn't, why is she withholding? It's, does she feel emotionally safe with me? Do I even care? Do I make her feel valued outside of the bedroom? Am I treating intimacy as something that we share or something that I'm owed? Sex is not separate from the relationship. It is a direct reflection of it. And the men who actually get that, they don't have to earn intimacy through checklists or transactions. It just kind of happens naturally when the emotional foundation is actually solid. But hey, listen, if doing the bare minimum is your idea of foreplay, good luck with that. But here's the kicker, okay? The men that think like this, the ones who truly believe that women use sex as weapons, they're misogynists. Their whole belief system is built on the idea that women exist to serve them, and that belief is not even open to change, right? They don't get it. They also won't get sex by thinking this way, but when they don't, they blame women for it because they don't want to acknowledge that entitlement and emotional neglect are not aphrodisiacs. They don't want to admit that they're the problem. And so the cycle continues, right? Resentment, frustration, and this deep-seated belief that women are the problem when the problem has been staring them in the mirror the entire time. These are the same men who comment, women never take accountability when they're discussing how some men are abusive. Because underneath that statement, listen to it, is this core belief that abuse is deserved when they aren't getting their way. This has been studied. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. And by getting their way, they mean having sex whenever they want, no matter how they treat you. And they don't even want to understand women. They don't want to respect women. They don't want to connect with women. They want to possess them, to have them, to control them. And when they fail because of that mindset, it'll always fail. And they're going to just double down and they're going to call it women's fault.